this is Mr. Ben. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a few pie charts. Pie charts are useful when you're comparing things that are related to each other and also happening at the same time. So working with this information about Taiwan, we're going to make pie charts about the males and females in different cities in the year 2010. So the first thing we need to do is add a sheet so that we have a clean space to work with. Let's give this sheet a name. Let's call it pie charts. Now let's click back on the population data table and let's take the male and female column headers. So highlight C4 to D4, copy it, go back to pie charts, and let's paste it in B2. Then go back to population data sheet. Let's scroll down to take only Tainan City. Now we want the first one, not the second one, because if you notice, the first, even though it's the same name, the numbers are different. But what happens is if you highlight Tainan City and Tainan County together, the data for it, you'll see that the sum, or the total, is the same as the first example. So that means that this is the total of these two. So we're going to take the total males and females. So let's first copy Tainan City, the name. Let's paste it in A3, and then go back to population data sheet and highlight C22 to D22, C22 to D22, copy it, go back to pie charts, and paste it in. So we have almost everything we need. We should have a column header for here as well, so let's call it city. Now, it looks very different than the rest, so click on the other header that looks right, and then click on Paint Format, and then click on the cell you want to change, A2. Now, it looks like a nice clean table. Now let's highlight what we want, which is A2 to C3, and then Insert Chart. Now, by default, it gave us a bar chart, or what they call a column chart in Google Sheets, and we want a pie chart. So let's first drag this down so it's out of the way, doesn't cover our data, and then let's scroll up, and then here under Chart Type, it should be pie chart. So let's scroll down and click on pie chart. Okay, now it shouldn't just be one color, so that means something went wrong, and that is here. We need to switch the rows and columns so Google Sheets knows what we're talking about. Okay, this is what we wanted to see. So we have males and we have females, but the pie chart could be a little more clear for someone who doesn't know what this is representing. So we're going to adjust that by clicking on Customize, and let's click on Chart and Access Titles. So here, let's change the chart title first, and it's not just males and females, but it's going to be the percentage of males and females in Tainan. And we're going to make this bigger, so change the font size to 24, let's change the color to black, and let's center it. Now, this is only for a specific year, so we're going to click on chart title and change to chart subtitle. And here we're going to type in 2010 so that we know what year it is. Now we can center this, and we can leave the rest the way it is. So this is a very simple pie chart of the percentage of males and females in Tainan. Now we can do more. So let's go back to population data sheet, and let's take Kaohsiung City this time. So here's Kaohsiung City, same thing. There's two Kaohsiung cities, but you'll notice that Kaohsiung City and Kaohsiung County together add up to the first one. So let's take this one. So let's copy Kaohsiung City. Let's come over here, and let's paste this in H3. And we can actually just borrow this here. So we're going to copy A2 to C2 and start from H2 and paste it in. Now we just need the data for it. So let's click back on population data and click on C25 to D25. Copy that, paste it in. Okay, and let's make another pie chart, but let's see what other things, how else it can look. So click on H5, Let's select the information we want, which is H2 to J3, insert chart, and let's drag this where we want it to be, which is here. And I'm going to scroll over so we can see it. And it looks like this time it knew to already switch the rows and columns. So that's convenient. And let's see how else we can make this look. So we're going to customize it. And this time, let's chart style, let's make it 3D. So it can look a little bit different. And if we go to pie chart, we can even add a donut hole. And then if we want to, we can put in a label. We can say the actual value, and that'll show up inside. And then we just need to clean up our title. So our chart title should be the percentage of males and females in Kaohsiung City. And we're going to make that larger. Let's make it black, and let's center it. And again, we should mention what year we're talking about, so we'll say in 2010. And let's center that as well. Okay. There's one more thing we're going to do, and that is to compare all the different cities and counties in southern region of Taiwan. So we're going to scroll a little bit more to the right, and let's start on O2, and let's go to population data, and let's take all of the cities and counties in the southern region. So that's A22 to A31. So we're going to copy that, go to pie chart, and paste it in. I'm sorry, let's paste it starting from O3. Okay, and then let's go back here and let's grab the population this time. So that's B22 to B31. Copy it, go to pie charts, paste it next to it. So this time we should go back up and take population in 2010. Click back on pie charts, click on P2, paste it in. And then here it's not just cities and counties, so we're going to say regions. Let's call it cities and counties. Now let's make the format the same, so click on the header we want, which is P2, click on Paint Format, and then click on O2, and that makes it look much neater. Now we have the information we want, although it has some extra information. Remember, this is a duplicate. This is the total of these two. So we don't really need to have both of these. So why don't we get rid of these two? So we're going to select from O4 to P5, right click, we're going to delete the cells, and we're going to let it shift up. And then we have to do it one more time because Kaohsiung City is broken up into Kaohsiung City and County, so we don't need these two. So we're going to select from O5 to P6, right click anywhere inside that blue area, go to delete cells and shift up again. Okay, now we have the different cities and counties just in southern region. So let's highlight from O2 to P8, click on insert, click on chart. All right, they did a pretty good job. Let's first move it out of the way. We can move it down to the bottom if we want. And then I'm going to scroll so it's in the center of the screen. Okay, so did a pretty good job. We just have to clean up our chart title, and we can actually change the colors as well. So let's go to customize. Let's go to chart and axis titles. The chart title is the population in southern Taiwan. And we can move this in 2010 to population in southern Taiwan. We can say of population of southern Taiwan in 2010. And let's center the subtitle. I forgot to change the format of the title, so let's go back here. Let's change the title to 24 size, center it, Let's make it black. And maybe we're not happy with the colors that are in our pie chart. So what we can do is we can click on one of the slices of the pie, which automatically brings us the pie slice. And maybe we'll change this to green. And then Kaohsiung City, we can click on the slice, go to color, and let's make it blue. And then let's continue with this rainbow scheme. So we'll go click on Jiayi, click on color, let's make it purple. And Jiayi County, we can click on the color and let's make it red. And then Pingdong is already orange, and then we can change Penghu to be yellow. Okay, so that's how we make some different kinds of pie charts, all in Google Sheets, just using the data that we were given, and it shows the information a little more clearly than comparing it to just looking at the numbers. We can see visually, graphically, what the data is telling us in a way that might be easier to understand. So thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.